Hey, how you doing? It's Paul here, and I have some news for you. You've seen me and Eric talk about the Offer Lab launch, and I'm going through the videos today because I brought the VIP upgrade for like $47 to make sure I had access to the recordings. You could join Offer Lab for free. You still can. If you haven't joined for free, you just don't like money. I don't know. But anyway, one of the speakers really sort of resonated with me, and it kind of reminded me why I got involved in this world in the first place. Both on some of the information I'm going to share with you now, but also wanting to help other people do it. So what he said basically was, he said, you're not an affiliate marketer, you're not a network marketer, you're not out there just trying to make money. You should be on a mission, right? And he donates to starving people and people that need third world countries that need like eye operations and things like that so they don't go blind. So number one, he said, look, you want to be a healer. Don't forget all the money, be a healer, right? Because then it kind of helps target you anyway, and you do good. And he brought us some stats about how unhappy people are, okay, how unhealthy people are, how broke people are. So I thought what would be cool, well, it's not cool, but look, if you are trying to make this online thing work, it kind of gives you an idea of the size of the audience for you. These people need healing, as this guy said. So a massive audience, and maybe you can relate to this. And chances are a lot of people watching this video are going to be able to relate to it. I'll just say it again, OfferLab, you can join for free, right? You can join for free and you can promote those deals in there. Now, yeah, there's a $47 upgrade to get the recording of the launch videos. And then I'll be honest with you, if you can afford the 497, the certification is where the real kind of nuts and bolts, soup to nuts, let's get this done, the 30-day traffic boot camp, the all the different kind of strategies, the popcorn principle, the uh, trip and trial principle, all these things that they're going to go over in depth, to help you make, an income online. So who's your target audience? Well, according to stats I've just asked Perplexity AI, 90%, right, of people in the UK reportedly are unhappy at work. Now, I thought that was a bit high, right? But I wouldn't be surprised. And in the US, it's 64% of people, and that would seem more realistic. So I looked at the UK numbers again, and it said, yeah, results vary, but it's at least 33% of people are unhappy at work. So everybody in the UK, at least a third are unhappy. I would say it's somewhere between 33 and 90%, which is what, 64%, which is what it is in the US. A bit more accurate reporting, apparently. So you have a lot of people that are unhappy, right, in their job, over half, right? I think it's safe to say, definitely in the US, well over half people are unhappy in their job. They'd like to do something different. Then the next bit, why do people stay in the jobs then, right? I'm an NLP guy and mindset guy. Well, you signed the contract, you went for the interview, you turn up every day. If you don't like what you're doing, do something different, right? If you want a different result, do something different. So why do people stay? And again, I can relate to this. So how many people can survive $1,000, did it in dollars, emergency? Now in the UK, there's no numbers for that, but there is in the US, right? And it's 56%, right? So in 2023, 56% of US adults, if they had an emergency that would cost $1,000, they couldn't afford it. They don't have that money. They would have to go and borrow it or sell something or whatever, right? So 56, and it's going to be pretty similar in the UK, I would assume, right? There was only one stat that was wildly different, right? And that was unhappiness, right? More people in the US are unhappy in general, right, than in the UK, and we don't do well either, right? So $1,000 emergency, own 56% of people, a bit over half, could not afford that without borrowing on a credit card, selling something, raising some extra cash. And then that leads to your financial worries, right? So only 25% of people combined UK and US, right, are financially comfortable. Only 25%. So 25 out of every 100 people you meet in the street would say they're financially comfortable, right? 24 to 28%, depending on the surveys, are struggling financially, right? So you got 25% they say they're financially comfortable. You got about 20 between 24 and 28, so you got 25% that are really struggling. Okay, so that leaves 50% that are kind of just in that no man's land. So if you add your 50% no man's land who would like a bit more, right, to 25% that are probably a bit more desperate for some more, all the people that do have emergencies that need to raise some extra cash, okay, and let's call it 64% across both of people that are unhappy at their job, not earning enough, right, can't afford an emergency. That's your target audience. Let's go do some healing, right? Join Alpha Lab for free. Go and join an affiliate marketing platform for free. Get certified. The certification level of Offer Lab, remember, was 100 days to go full time. It was like he asked his top affiliates, if you had to go full time in 100 days, what would you do? Right? And you got 15, I think it was, people telling you. And I've got to go through those, but I'm going through the Offer Lab launch videos first. Ask me for a link if you want to come and help me and Eric help these people. Right? If you're one of these people, I'll stress again, right? If you don't want to go for the upgrades, you can join for free. Right. So anyway, I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers for now.